Hey gang, Marty Bostic here again. I hope everybody's doing great today. I wanted to do a little bit of quick housekeeping. If you're seeing this video right now on a replay, do know that this is a pre-recorded video for the actual demonstration that I'm going to be doing. So the walkthrough of an email tool that I'm going to be demonstrating, all of that is pre-recorded so that I can focus on answering your comments and questions live. So I do participate in all my broadcasts live, but I go ahead and pre-record my material so that I don't get distracted and I can focus on delivering it at the same time while I'm answering your questions. So that said, if you are seeing me on Periscope, if you're seeing me on Facebook Live, on YouTube Live, on Twitch, Zubu, any of the other networks out there, I multicast my broadcast to multiple channels. You'll notice over here to the side, you will see several ways to connect with me. Those are the best ways to reach me. You'll see my blog, whatithinkandmore.com, at the bottom. So what you're looking at right now is a one of four broadcast that I'm doing, part one of four. So this is episode one on my email tricks. Some of the things I use in my toolbox. What I'm going to be demonstrating today are countdown timers. Now there's two flavors of countdown timers that I work with. There are the perpetual timers where it's always evergreen. So somebody in your autoresponder as a new subscriber, maybe they on a Tuesday they come in and they see an email with a countdown timer with some scarcity that's embedded in there that says, hey, you've got 24 hours to take action on this offer before it expires. Well, somebody else that would come in on a Thursday or Friday, they're going to see a 24-hour countdown as well. It'll be different for each person, but it'll still be that perpetual timer that works each time. Now, the other type of timer would be for an event. Maybe you've got a product launch that's coming up on a specific date. So you could use a timer in that fashion where maybe it's 30 days from now the product is launching. You want to get somebody on an early bird list, so you go ahead and let them subscribe to get early bird updates. But then once that timer elapses and it's an expired link, it's going to take them somewhere else. It's going to take them to an expired page. Maybe you offer bonuses for your upcoming product launch, or maybe it's some kind of perk for taking action on your time sensitive offer. So there's lots of uses for countdown timers. It could be for an event, it could be for something that you want to create time sensitive scarcity around, to create a feeding frenzy of a sorts, if you will, that maybe you've got an affiliate product that you're promoting, maybe it's your own product, it's something you want to offer somebody a limited time discount or promotion on, and that's a good use of a countdown timer. So I use a platform. Some of the tools that I use, this particular set of examples, I use Email Tools by Jimmy Kim. The product was launched, I believe, back in October. I've had really good success with it. Works really well. It's to the point email marketing tools for the marketer. So whether you're a beginning marketer, you're an advanced marketer, it doesn't matter. These are dirt simple to use. Now, another neat little perk is, let me get my fingers right on the camera here. So if you look over to the right over here, you'll see a request a free countdown timer. Because I'm an enterprise customer of Email Tools, what I will do for you is I will create you a free countdown timer of your choice. You can choose to use a perpetual one that you can use over and over, or you can have one that's for a specific event you might have coming up. And I've got a couple of pages set up where you can give me your name and email, and I give you instructions on how to reply to that and give me the details around your offer so I can build you a countdown timer, and I'll be glad to give you that for free. I'll send you the embed code that you can use in your autoresponder or on a web page even, and use that countdown timer all you want. So let's dive right in. I'm actually going to show you a over-the-shoulder example here. Feel free at any time to ask comments or questions, because I will be participating live as if you came in a little bit late on this broadcast. I am actually live answering comments and questions across the different networks on YouTube and Periscope, Facebook Live, and several others. But this broadcast is pre-recorded so that you can see the demonstration while I'm doing that. So jumping right into the screen sharing over my shoulder here, we're going to jump over to a browser. I'm logged into the Email Tools platform currently, and as you can see, there's other tools. We'll get into those in the other episodes, and I'm actually going to give you guys a bonus on each one of those tools, where I'm actually going to offer to create you a freebie for each one of these. So my way of saying thank you for being a loyal viewer and somebody who likes to watch my broadcast. So I hope you find this informative. So let's go ahead and dive right in. We're going to create a new timer. So in the upper right here, we will say create new timer. And notice that there are several pre-made templates that you can choose from. So we're just going to pick one over here. Let's make it the here, we'll make it the blue and kind of a rose colored text over here. That's the active timer. That's the actual countdown timer that you see. And then we're going to choose an expired time format. We'll select this one as an example. Okay. So down here in the timer name, I'm just going to go ahead and give it a placeholder. We'll call it timer example. And I'm going to choose my time zone, which I'm in Central Time. So we'll the closest to that would be Chicago. So we'll do GMT -5. Now here's where we select our option for an evergreen timer or a a one-time timer for an event that ends on a specific date. In this particular case, I'm going to make it an evergreen timer. So I'm going to turn that on, and notice it changes it. If I turn that off, it shows the date that you could select and time that you want it to count down from in a future date. If I say on and turn on the evergreen timer, then we choose the future date and the amount of time that's left, but it starts at the time that subscriber sees the timer for the first time. So let's go ahead and say that we want this to be in 24 hours and 0 minutes, okay? And we're going to display the number of days left, so we'll just say that it's, less than a day here. I'm going to leave the font color and the background color just the defaults here. We could easily choose a color picker, change that to something else, but we're going to keep it simple. So I created a couple of example pages here. I created one with an active timer example. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and highlight that link. These are just dead pages that don't do anything but show the example. And I'm going to show you the expired example. And what this is going to mean is while your timer is active, it's going to show your active link. This is your time sensitive offer of something of scarcity you're trying to offer. Now the timer complete URL is going to be where they're taken to after your timer expires, after your offer is expired. So maybe you offer something at an extreme discount as a one-time offer, or maybe just something that you want them to take action on, and then once it expires, the cookie is set. If they ever come back to it, it's going to go back and show them the full price for whatever you change that to. So we're going to go ahead and say submit, and what we have, once that's complete, did I actually click it? There we go. Did I select my template? Let's go ahead and do that. Timer example on 24 hours. Let me see if my timer took. I don't know if I saved. Oh, I did. I actually created more than one. Sorry, guys. Let me go ahead and delete those extras. You can have as many of these as you want. And to see a preview of it, since it's counting down, notice that I set it for a future date rather than evergreen on that duplicate I made. So it shows that it's expired. But let's go edit that and set it to evergreen mode. Okay, so we got it for that. We got it for that. And we'll set this for 24 hours. And oh, I know what it was. Sorry, it has to be within an hour, or I'm sorry, within a day. So we have to put a day in there. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's come over here and say that we want this to be 1 day, 0 hours, 0 minutes. We'll do it that way. There we go. So now the timer is running. If we preview it, we see the countdown timer showing us the countdown from an hour or a day. So we got that ready. So now what we're going to do is get the embed code for this, and we're going to throw it in an email. Okay, so let's go get the image. So if you click get image, what I'm actually going to create for you guys when you get your free timer, I'm going to create you one that's an email with click-through link that you see right here. So it creates the embed code for you. You don't have to do any special HTML coding or be a software developer to make this work. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to one of my email accounts, and I'm actually going to send a message to this email account from Aweber. So I'm going to jump over to Aweber, and I'm just going to add that subscriber real quickly. As a matter of fact, let me show you how I'm going to get the subscriber in here. So here is the page for the bonus, the free timer, and like I said, it's whatithinkandmore.com/timer, but it'll take you to this page. So let's say Marty Timer Test. That's going to be my name. Okay, and we'll make this that particular email. You're going to say get timer, and here's the thank you page that you're going to see. Once it opts you in, you're going to be taken to a screen with instructions, and we'll go back to that once the broadcast is over or near the end so you guys can see the instructions. Okay, so here's everything you need to know, but I did that so that I could gather myself as a subscriber in this list. There I am. Okay, so I've opted in, I've put my information in here. Now I should have an email waiting on me, and here it is. Okay, so you should receive an email just like this, so we'll kill two birds with one stone. You'll receive an email from me welcoming you to my list with my daily tips. I give you a cheat sheet, a 10-point email ideas cheat sheet as well. But I give you instructions to reply to me with details, and that's what's on this thank you page that you see here. But the reason I went ahead and did this is so I can send a message with that timer embedded in it for you to see the example. So we're going to go ahead and grab our code one more time. So I'm going to say get image. I'm going to get the email with click-through link. I'm going to come over here to Aweber, and I'm actually going to send a broadcast message to my one subscriber, which is me. So we'll just do the drag and drop email editor. And we'll create a mock email broadcast that says, take advantage of this time-sensitive offer. Thanks for being a loyal subscriber. Take action now. Just some bogus message there. I'm actually just going to click on the HTML button there. I'm going to paste that piece of code in that I got from right here. I'm going to click OK on my message, and voila, here's our countdown timer embedded right there in our email. So we'll do that. Okay, so this would be our email message with our scarcity message we're trying to get across with a countdown timer. So I'm going to go ahead and save that broadcast message. I'm going to send it out. And I'm going to send this to that test subscriber that we set up. Put my name in there. Now, what I should see, if I come back and check my email, may take just a moment. And there it is, right there. So we're going to go ahead and open it up. And there's our embedded countdown timer right there in the email message. How cool is that? Huh? That's pretty slick. So so you get the idea here. You could create the scarcity of the offer for your subscribers. You could actually take this same code, paste it in a WordPress page or somewhere else that you can embed HTML. So you don't have to use it in email, but it's very effective in your email. And I'm going to go ahead and ramp up the timer where it expires in about a minute so that you can see what it looks like once it expires. So let's come in here and edit the timer. And let's say this thing ends. We're going to try this. We'll say this thing ends in 1 minute. Okay. So what we should see, if I were to go back and open that message, notice it's counting down. We have 1 minute left. Okay. Notice the countdown timer is still going. You notice it didn't pause, it's continuing to count down. That's because it drops a cookie on there as soon as they open and look at the image within their email browser or their email reader. That what's going to happen is it continues to count down, and they can't cheat the system unless they were to go delete that specific cookie. Okay, so we'll let that finish counting down, and I'll be opening it up for some additional comments here. I'll go ahead and let that happen. You guys feel free. I'm answering those live if you're looking at this broadcast right now. If you're on the replay, of course, you won't see the comments. Okay, so our timer is almost expired. What should happen is we should see our timer expired or time has expired message that's going to show up here. And now it says time has expired. Had I clicked on this before it expired, it would have shown me my active offer. Okay, and if I click on time has expired, I created a dummy page for it to show over here, but what should show up, it should track the click through and then come back and show that your offer, your expired offer page. Okay, so as you can see, it's a very powerful feature. If that person came back and looked at the email later, they couldn't go back and get your discount. It still shows the 30 seconds or whatever, but you know, the offer is completely expired. It's dead. Okay, guys, so that is the end of it. That wraps it all up here. Again, I'm going to give you a free countdown timer if you go to the whatithinkandmore.com/timer link that you see here in the broadcast. If you will go do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect your name and your email. I'm going to send you a welcome email, and once I send that to you, then what you're going to get, you should get an email that looks like this. It's going to be from Marty Bostic. It'll be marty@whatithinkandmore.com. Go ahead and do a reply, and the instructions that you received during the opt-in process, I'm going to ask you a handful of questions, and it's important that you answer those for me so that I can create you a timer that works properly. So what I want to know is what the non-expired active URL is for your offer, what the expired one is, where you want to send them to once it's over, and do you want this to be a one-time use for maybe some future event, or do you want it to be the perpetual timer that counts down for a certain amount of time that you can use over and over. So the last question I need to know is if you would like to have access to email tools just like I have, I'll provide you that information. I'm not going to go through promoting an affiliate link right now in the broadcast, but you can get access to the full set of tools that I'm using as well. So that wraps it up. Again, my name is Marty Bostic. If you're catching this on a replay, the broadcast was pre-recorded, but everything is captured so that I can answer the comments and questions. I hope you guys have a great one. Do be sure to come back and follow me at the other networks that you see over here listed to the side. Okay, so I'm a very active Twitter user. So FMG Plan is my handle I use on the majority of these. So feel free to connect with me on Twitter. I'm also active on YouTube on the channel there and through email, and feel free to reach out to me at any time. And also, if you go to whatithinkandmore.com, you will see an actual chat button down here in the corner that you can use. And I keep my chat client open most of the time on my phone. Feel free to reach out to me. Otherwise, I will get back with you if you leave me a message. So again, my name is Marty Bostic. And in the next broadcast, I'm not sure when I'm going to do it just yet. It may be this week, maybe next week, but you will see episode 2. And in episode 2, we're going to be covering video emails, where you get to see some actual animated GIFs that you can actually take from an email, or I'm sorry, from an existing video and create an animated GIF automatically. And we're going to be able to embed those right into an email message, just like we did the countdown timer. So I hope you guys have a great one. It's been a pleasure. I will talk to you soon.